You just got a raise, and your first instinct might be to get a nicer apartment, a better car, or an entirely new wardrobe. But what if that's often the worst thing you could do? That burst of excitement is completely normal. After putting in the work, a bigger paycheck feels like proof that your effort is paying off. It feels right to reward yourself for the long hours and sacrifices. You might start thinking about a better place to live, a newer car, nicer clothes, or trips you've been delaying. But this reaction is exactly what pulls many people into a quiet financial trap. Spending more just because they earn more. This doesn't usually happen overnight. It sneaks in slowly. You might start with a few celebratory dinners, then move to higher rent, a car payment, or a handful of new subscriptions. Over time, those upgrades stop feeling special and start feeling normal. Soon, you're back to living paycheck to paycheck, only now with nicer things and bigger bills. This is why upgrading right away after a raise can work against you. At its core, this problem shows up anytime extra income comes in, through a raise, a bonus, a promotion, or even paying off a loan. And most of it goes toward lifestyle upgrades instead of your future. What once felt like a luxury becomes your new standard. Imagine earning an extra $10,000 a year. After taxes, that might mean a few hundred more dollars each month. Many people quickly raise their rent, add a car payment, and spend the rest on eating out or shopping. At the end of the month, their bank balance looks the same as before, but their monthly obligations are much higher. This pattern is extremely common. Surveys show that many people spend raises almost as soon as they receive them, often on things that don't truly improve their lives long term. Even people with high incomes increasingly say they feel financially stretched because their spending has grown to match their earnings. Bigger homes, expensive cars, frequent trips, and premium services all play a role. The risk goes beyond spending a little extra. When you upgrade immediately, you erase most of the benefit of the raise. Even worse, you lock yourself into higher monthly costs that are hard to undo. If your income drops because of job loss, illness, or a downturn in the economy, those new expenses don't disappear. Some people rely on credit cards or loans to support their new lifestyle, creating debt that lasts long after the excitement fades. As a result, savings, investing, and long-term goals like buying a home or retiring comfortably get pushed further away. There are many real-world examples. Professional athletes and lottery winners often lose vast amounts of money because their spending grows just as fast as their income. On a smaller scale, the same thing happens every day. Someone might get a solid raise and spend it all on travel, clothes, and dining out, only to feel more stressed than before. Another person earning a very high salary can still feel broke because they're trying to keep up with friends or the lifestyles they see online. Social media makes expensive living look normal, even when it isn't. A big part of the problem lies in how quickly we adjust to improvements. A new car or a better apartment feels amazing at first, but that feeling fades faster than expected. What once felt exciting becomes routine. To get that same feeling again, you need another upgrade. Over time, this leads to constant chasing without real satisfaction. Research shows that while earning more money can make you happier briefly, most people return to their old level of happiness fairly quickly. Physical possessions lose their shine fast, which is why constantly upgrading rarely delivers lasting contentment. The thrill is in the anticipation and the novelty, not the ownership. Once the item is part of your daily landscape, it becomes invisible. You've spent significant resources for a temporary emotional spike, while investments in experiences, security, and reducing stress have been shown to provide more durable happiness. Choosing not to upgrade right away brings powerful benefits. Waiting also makes future upgrades more meaningful. When you finally improve your lifestyle after hitting important goals, like reaching a savings milestone, paying off a student loan, or funding a retirement account, the enjoyment lasts longer. You appreciate the upgrade as a conscious reward for discipline, not just an automatic reaction to income. Appreciating what you already have helps quiet the urge for constant upgrades. Practicing gratitude for a functional car or a comfortable, paid-for apartment builds a psychological immunity to consumerist pressure. Lower fixed expenses give you flexibility to handle life changes, whether that's starting a family, changing careers, or taking time to pursue something meaningful. Many financially successful people follow a simple rule. Live on your old budget for 6 to 12 months after a raise and direct the difference toward your future. This time buffer allows the novelty of the raise to settle and lets you make deliberate, unrushed decisions about your money. Using a raise wisely starts with a strategic pause. First, figure out how much extra money you're actually getting after taxes. Look closely at your pay stub. The net increase is what you have to work with, not the gross. Then, before changing any spending, look at your financial priorities in this order. Securing an emergency fund, 3 to 6 months of expenses, paying off high-interest debt, maximizing retirement account contributions, like a 401k or IRA, and then saving for other major goals like a home down payment or education. Set up automatic transfers so the extra money moves to savings, investment, or debt accounts before you even see it in your checking account. This pay yourself first method is the most effective defense against lifestyle creep. Track your spending meticulously for a month or two. This isn't about restriction, but about awareness. You'll see clearly what you truly need versus what you simply want out of habit or impulse. Give yourself a mandatory waiting period for any non-essential purchase over a certain amount. Say, 30 days. Often, the intense urge to buy fades once the initial excitement wears off, saving you from buyer's remorse and preserving your capital. This doesn't mean you can't enjoy your success. In fact, intentional enjoyment is crucial for sustainability. Set aside a small, predefined portion of the raise for celebration, perhaps 10%. This keeps things balanced and acknowledges your hard work. Crucially, consider spending this fun money on experiences rather than things. A special dinner with loved ones, a short trip, or a class to learn a new skill often brings more lasting satisfaction and memories than a new gadget. Spending to free up time, like outsourcing a hated chore, can also dramatically increase life satisfaction. The goal is to direct your money toward what truly enriches your life, not just what elevates your apparent status. Staying mindful about money is an ongoing practice. Regularly review your financial goals and progress. Surround yourself with people who value stability, experiences, and financial intelligence over conspicuous consumption. Their influence will reinforce your good habits. Read books or listen to podcasts about personal finance to keep the principles of investing, frugality, and intentional living top of mind. Financial security is a marathon, not a sprint, and it requires a supportive environment and a resilient mindset. People who consistently avoid spending every raise often see dramatic, life-changing results. Some are able to build wealth quickly through aggressive investing and gain the option to retire early or achieve financial independence. Others enjoy the profound peace of being completely debt-free, well-prepared for emergencies, and confident about their children's future or their own retirement. Even without these extreme goals, they experience less daily stress and more control over their lives. They sleep better at night. They can handle a vet bill, a car repair, or a period of unemployment without it becoming a full-blown crisis. This day-to-day resilience is the most immediate and valuable reward of delayed gratification. In the end, a raise is an opportunity, not a requirement to spend more. It's a tool you've been given to build the life you want, not an imperative to immediately display your success. Choosing patience over impulse breaks the cycle of always needing more. It's not about deprivation, it's about intention. Consciously directing your resources toward the life you envision in 5, 10, or 20 years. Enjoy today, but protect tomorrow. The next time your paycheck grows, pause. Take a deep breath. Secure your future first by automating your financial priorities. Then, celebrate in ways that enrich your life without chaining you to higher monthly costs.